Hi, my name is Jimin Kim. I'm gonna tell about the topic of the pluralism. The book, the book, the Rowan Williams wrote, and the face in the public, the square. In the chapter 10, the pluralism, public and the religious. Williams assumes that it is possible for the religious communities to establish the constructive, good relationship with one another without the destructive and aggressive judgments to others. Under the specific political conditions, which provide the forum for conversation between the religious communities. Furthermore, Williams describes the religious and the two political meanings of the pluralism. Firstly, as a religious definition of it, pluralism is an idea that there is no specific belief or tradition that can be the highest truth for all. The second definitions, in the political sphere, pluralist Harold Lasky and John Neville's Figgis consider that state is a complex coalition. That is, the state is not just a single political structure, but a group constituted by community of the communities. Furthermore, as a second political meanings, Aisha Verorin insisted that a genuine plurality of the human goods is incompatible with all human moral goals. In other words, the diversity of the goods could not be satisfied for every good goal. Though the three meanings about the pluralism, Williams contends that if these meanings are the true, any religious groups could not have the supreme truth, and the state should not take the neutral role between the religious groups. Williams illustrates the idea formed about democracy for the diverse communities through the example of India. India has diverse religions, numerous languages. Williams thinks that the modern India created a new kind of the loyalty. This loyalty is not a replacement of the particular faiths and religious identities, but secure. This loyalty secured equal liberties for the diverse communities under the law. In other words, these equal liberties are guarded by the fairness before the law and protective from the violence of others. These appropriate political settings of pluralism are guarantees to specific beliefs and values. This image is that what I'm saying. The state is give the equal liberty and protective from the violence toward each religious communities. This kind of the new sort of the loyalty. In his book, this is called value pluralism, which mentions Aisha Berlin. This word implies that the state is not on the aggregate of individuals, but mixture of the diverse values and the cultures. According to Su named Kinaini, culture is formed by mixing with one another. Williams names it as interconnected differences. The modern India achieves the harmony of the various communities through the stability of space, civic space. This is this space where diverse communities can talk with one another. In short, in order to the harmony of the different diverse religious communities, Williams said, the state's political role protecting the liberty of the particular groups under the fairness of the law toward all religious communities. Williams distinguished religious pluralism from the relativism. Williams' pluralism agrees that there is a point the contact between the religions, although they each have the certain doctrinal belief in the construct with relativism. For example, all major religions deal with spiritual practice, such as meditation. Furthermore, this writer deals with the dilemma of the universal truth of the religions. Most religions typically assure that they have the universal truth for all. How they can communicate with others. Williams assumes that religious beliefs all derived from the narrative of the spiritual experience between the divine and the human being. This narrative is actualized through the scripture or liturgy. Williams insists that the pluralism does not detracted the intrinsic value of narratives, these spiritual religious narratives. But he believes that although there are diverse religious narratives in communities, these narratives have the core of the common insight and wisdoms in terms of the encountered experience between the divine and the human. For example, the religious pluralism can think these common things from the diverse religious narrative without denying original narratives in communities. To be sum, Williams believes that it is possible to realize the harmony of the diverse religions under the political background, such as equal liberty and protective from the violence. In this background, religions could talk with peacefully other religions, although they have the distinctive belief. The Bible said, "Live at peace with everyone." Interestingly, this same writer of the Romans also encouraged the Christians to live distinctive from the world. But also this writer said to have the good relationship with others in the world. The Bible commands the Christians to love your neighbors. These neighbors also include those who does not agree with the Christian belief. Non-Christian also be our neighbor. Even they persecute the Christians. Bible said, "Bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse." Furthermore, Paul went to the synagogue to talk with Jews and Greeks about the gospel. Paul also went to the civic space to talk to others. Therefore, diverse religions live together in the world. The scripture does not want Christians to be the crusaders to murder, destroy other religions. Rather, but bless and talks with them. Thank you for watching my presentation.